do
I
it.
guess the top G
Too
was
much.
arrested in Romania for trafficking charges.
No, I think it was. I thought that was like. I thought it was changed to money laundering.
It's
It
hard to
was
know.
both based on what I read, and it's his second charge investigation. It was a sex trafficking investigation.
So he had like
time.
what, a squadron of girlfriends doing webcam work for him.
Yeah,
Like
at least at some point he did.
gently
Him and his
pimping.
brother were working on it, and also some new news came out. I don't know if you guys had heard about this, but Crab Crawler had compiled some of these, so that's where I'm getting it from. But like this one, it's an article about how he tried to because to get cam girls, you need to source the girls. So I was saying, well, where is he sourcing them from? It sounds a little bit like trafficking. And turns out he tried to get one that was 16, according to this article that I linked you.
Okay.
I'm going to play this really quick because I wonder if it's related to your art, and then I'm going to pull your article up. This is a little montage.
Walked in there and said, listen, I've committed multiple felonies. Am I going to jail? Well, probably. Well, then see ya. Bye.
Yeah.
It wasn't nearly as big. And I found this little webcam thing, and I was like, this might be some money. So I
wonder
texted
how
all my
old
girlfriends,
these
I think it was
clips
5
are.
of them, text all 5, said, you're all coming here to live with me and work with me. So Tristan will tell you the story. He'll tell you. All 5 flew in, picked them all up. They're all sitting there. I sat them around the same table. Listen, I need to get paid, right? I'm broke now. I have no money. I'm running out of money. So I put them all around the same table. And I was like, look, we're going to start a webcam business. You're going to stay. You're going to live in London. I'm going to look after you. And we're going to get rich. We're going to be a team. And they're all like, well, who's this bitch? I'm like, she's my girlfriend. She's my girlfriend. She's my girl. You're all chicks.
Oh,
imagine finding out like that.
Big fight kicks off, blah, 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 blah. 3 left, 2 stayed. Those are my first 2 girls. And we started this little webcam business from my apartment. And it just grew and grew and grew. And it
These
got to the
shirts
point
are
where at
so
one point I had
tight.
75 women working for me. in 4
Way
locations.
too
And
tight.
I'm
You
doing
can't even say
$600,000 a month.
button.
This is in the UK.
The shirts are what happened? What's going on with the tattoos? Like, was this a mistake and then they had to just go over
I know. It
it?
looks like a blackout, like it was a cover up.
I thought I
A
had too
bad
much
one,
cleavage
too.
sometimes. This is man cleavage. This is like,
Have you ever seen the pictures of him from the side too? He has like 0 chin. It's really weird.
Right.
oh no.
He's like no chin
I'm
at
doing
all.
$600,000 a month. This is in the UK. So, but this leads into the story of why I moved to Romania. So, at the height of my webcam pimping, I think I'm the king of the world, right? I have all these women.
So hard to sort through. Like, what if this is performative and what if this is like
Right,
That's
exactly.
kind of what I'm getting.
Yeah.
at. I think it's like bravado and like
peacocking?
I don't know. This
Yeah.
guy's kind of. I always took this guy as kind of always an act, right? Like I didn't know.
Yeah, that's how I feel. And he's already shown a lot of his motivations in general is just super money motivated. He's obsessed with money and he's never satisfied. And so that just what that says to me is it's like, well, then how authentic is even his advice that he gives people in this, that, or the other? How is it actually authentic, or is it just another money making avenue for him? Because that's all he cares about is money.
It could be
Right.
both. It could be
Like,
both. But
does he actually believe the things he says?
Right.
No, he doesn't. The answer is no, because he claims to be trying to help men. And at the same time, he's like, oh, well, and I tweeted about this, but he's like, oh, well, I don't consume porn. But anyway, here's these cam girls for you guys to get addicted to porn and keep paying for it. And here's my shitty university scam going on that'll swindle you of like $6,000 in his various of whatever, just like Jack Murphy selling masculinity. But it's very similar, and they actually had beef, by the way. But like, and he told Crab Crawler, the person I linked about the Andrew Tate stuff where he has all the receipts, he had told him in DMs, bury Jack Murphy. So he doesn't seem too pro free speech. But they had it's interesting that they had a little bit of a fight considering they're so similar. Jack Murphy, I think, copied his program from Andrew Tate's model.
Really?
And, yeah. And so he's I don't know, nothing seems consistent. He seems like, oh, I want to help guys, but then like admits to saying that he pretended to be women on the internet to like get money from simps and lie to them and say, I need to get my hair done. I don't know. It's not very masculine to like pretend to be a woman online.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna bring that up. Venti. I'm gonna hold on, Zia. Save
no,
what
go
you're
ahead.
saying, and then I'll finish this, and then I'll bring up what you sent me, Venti.
Nothing I was going to say was that important. It was really just, I don't know that much about this guy because I don't really care to look into him because it just seems like I don't give a shit. They'll find out whatever about him they're going to, but it seems like the little bit that I've heard from him is like kind of random and all over the place. And it very much feels like this really weird character. And I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, he's like a fancy seal to me. It's like a cartoon seal, like that got into somebody's jewelry. Like he's just like hairless, like he's like I don't know, he looks like a fancy seal to me. Yes, like a seal, like with sunglasses and necklaces, and he's like, well, you have a seal body, or just I don't know,
like WWF, like it's all kayfabe, you know, like
an otter. He is maybe more of an otter vibe.
But
like
I mean, I don't know
a rich otter.
I hate you. You're making me spit my water because you keep saying he looks like a seal.
Because
everyone looks like an animal. You can't convince me.
I like that you cleared up. No, a fancy seal. You have to
a fancy seal that rolled around in his mom's jewelry and fur coats.
He's a fancy. Yes, he's
sitting on the rocks.
He's a fancy seal sitting on a
you're not
golden
following
rock.
me. It's a seal, but he's fancy.
Yeah.
My first 2 girls who worked for me because they loved me.
I'm gonna picture him.
I love this man. From the ghetto streets to the hotel suites.
I'm never gonna not see it now.
But then once you get bigger, you start hiring
a seal with a watch on his wing.
Otters are really cute. He can't be an otter because he's not cute at all.
Otters
Don't
are
ruin
adorable.
otters for me.
They hold their little hot
Otters are adorable, and they hold hands and they float.
It's so cute.
Or he's like a walrus that like is very lean, like a very lean walrus.
Oh,
I'm not, like he's shaved down.
He does kind of have the like no chin to neck walrus look.
Andrew Tate drawing that is like in all the replies sections. It looks exactly like him, and it's such a simplistic drawing too. It's not even. Let me find it and link it to you. It's not even true, like amazing artistry. It's okay. Hold on, let me send this in the DMs.
She refused to clean up. Start being an idiot. So I took her stuff throughout the window.
I sent the link.
You never hit her, right? Can't do that. But
see, it's showing the whole
see me be disrespected,
isn't it?
Yeah, I think in this story he's trying to impress these 2 dudes. Like he fired his top earner because she disrespected him.
He's
the
doing
other seals.
He's reading like the book Pimp, like Iceberg Slim. Like he's doing that act of like, I was a pimp. This is how you keep your girls in line. Like it's all fucking like, he's trying to impress these dudes that he's a big pimp.
Respect for me,
facts,
right?
Yep.
So when she's like, I ain't cleaning that up, you get that. So I was like, look, I don't care. And she was my biggest earning girl. She made me on her own maybe $25,000.
Then what does she need you for?
So I didn't want to fire her. She knew I didn't want to fire her, which is more reason why I had to fire her ass.
Oh my god!
I hope she's thriving.
Got her shit. High up. We're like high up, like here, just out window. So throw it out the window. Got her.
Like any girl is dumb if you need Andrew Tate to make a killing. Like if you're making that much money, like go do your own OnlyFans. Like find a good accountant and then I mean like
you like here's a room, give me half your money. Fuck that.
Right?
Well, the thing is though, you can't just say, oh, the girls are dumb. Yeah, I'm sure some of them are, but he's obviously when they prey on they look out for certain types of people to prey on because they know they're susceptible to being preyed on. So for example, he went for a girl, and according to that article I linked, that was 16. Like who's going to be susceptible to being flown out and pimp and get pimped out? Like it sounds a lot like trafficking to me.
Like the people that
someone like him
try to target
him. He rolls up. He's very confident. He makes you feel really good about yourself. Like I can see how it's easy to get sucked in.
Out the door, lock the door, end of it. She starts texting me, you owe me my last month's wages, you owe me my money, give me my money. Did I text her back? I ain't paying you nothing. You threw up my blah, 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 blah. She went to the police.
Oh shit.
And told the police I hit her. 4 months later, 5 a.m, 4 months later, I'm laying in bed. And I heard the door boom, 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 boom. And I don't know how I knew. I just knew it was police. As soon as I heard that noise, I paused for a second. I heard police, but you know what it was for, right? But there's a few things I can't say in the podcast. I've lived a varied life. I've done some things when I had to pay the bills.
Right.
What does that even mean?
Like, what's this going to be?
He's
so
a
I
killer.
my phone down the toilet.
Is he talking about anal? He's talking about sex with men. I got news for you, Andrew. Oh.
I'm coming. So I'm trying to hide shit. I'm looking around. Like, what do I have to hide?
Also, when you're real G's, that you're here, you're there, you're everywhere. You got to go to Poland, you got to go to Warsaw, fucking Dubai, Miami. Anyone who watches Take Off.
He is so small. I bet he's like 120 pounds soaking wet.
He's a fucking peanut head, dude.
How tall is he?
He's a fancy seal.
Forget the sex part. That's a distraction.
Girls think he's hot.
My dick can stay in my pants. I'll start beating the shit out of you. How about that? We walk in the bedroom.
I feel like he's somebody, if you're having sex with him, he's going to just start crying in the middle of it, be like, I miss my mom. Like,
He looks like he'd
Mom,
be
why are you
impotent
so
a
mean
lot.
to me, Mom?
Or he's just
I-
looking in the mirror like fucking what's his face from Psycho?
Yeah, American
Yeah.
Psycho.
American Psycho, yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if girls think he's hot, but I know one girl that described him as a fancy seal.
Oh God, fancy seal energy. All right, let me pull up this thing that Venti sent me. Do you have an order that you want me to bring this up? Particularly the crab
no,
tweets?
I mean, just bring up in the order that I posted. There's so much to go through, by the way. There's so much
You're
to
right.
this. It's hard to sift through.
Well, if there's
it.
any girls in there in
Snail.
here now, do you think he's hot? Does any girls think that Andrew Tate is hot?
He is not my
He's
type.
6'3".
No.
Andrew Tate is 6'3".
What? He is
How?
5'3".
How? Maybe he
looks so
finagled
short.
his
He looks really
Wikipedia.
short.
No, he was like a professional fighter,
He's like a short
It
penis.
was, yeah. Was he a boxer or an MMA
a
fighter?
kickboxer.
Kickboxer.
Okay.
He looks small.
I mean, he's not ugly. He's not a bad looking guy.
He's too
I wouldn't take
intense.
I wouldn't take a.
Well,
second
I
thought.
think what it is it's the things he says that makes
Yeah.
him very unattractive. Because let's say like
Mhm.
he was a really good guy,
True.
and
Yeah.
you know, good-hearted, good
100%.
person, then he would definitely seem
Yeah, it changes your
attractive.
whole aura.
does,
Like
yeah.
it's totally different. But
I
he's like
think it's an act. Like the
he's
whole
not like
like
a really
him being
good
a
douchebag
pimp.
either. I feel like he's faking
I don't think
it a
it's an
lot. Like
act.
he's really over
It's an
the
act in the
top.
sense that it's performative, but it's not
Yeah,
an act in the
it's-
sense of that he's a piece of shit. He's a morally
Yeah.
bad person. Him and his brother Tristan had a clip. I tweeted it. He had a clip talking about training men to get with virginal women in order to not marry them, give them a nice life, but instead to just take their virginity because they're horny and to pretend to be in a relationship with them.
Oof,
that
that's
is
fucking
so
gross.
cruel.
And
Oh
he
my
shows you how to do
God.
this.
See, people like him
God.
because he
For only
throws
$6,000
in
a month.
little bit of stuff that's good. Like some of it I do agree with, but he probably doesn't. But some of it that he actually says makes sense, and then he has to like
Oh,
throw that in there.
That's what
So
I
people
don't
are like, oh, and he's on the
understand.
right, and he likes Trump, and does he? Does it matter
Yeah,
if he's like
exactly.
actually
But
guilty of
sometimes
this?
he'll have certain takes on certain things that I've seen like snippets on TikTok and stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I can't stand this guy, but he's spitting facts sometimes.
Yeah, before I knew about like the trafficking, I didn't know if it was true or not. And I was like, he shouldn't be banned from social media because he didn't say anything. Like he shouldn't have been banned from everything. There was like no need for that. I don't know. Why did he get banned this time? I don't even fucking know.
He got
Well,
banned
that
again.
was what I was saying back then, though. Like everyone was saying, "Oh, it's free speech, it's free speech." But some of the social media platforms banned him for hate speech, yes, which is wrong. But a couple of them had banned him for associating with the Romanian Mafia, which he admitted to associating with. Words out of his own mouth. I have the audio for it if you need, because the clip was deleted, but I still have the audio. And that was one of the reasons they banned him, because he also promoted them. He was like, wow, they do such a good job keeping the country clean. Meanwhile, this same Romanian Mafia is one of the biggest traffickers internationally. I can give you the statistics.
Allegedly, I
agree
have
with
nothing-
you if
I
he
don't
says that,
think-
but see, the problem
Who is
is they
Cosmin
have fucking
Gusa?
warlords on
What
Twitter
the
that aren't
Romanian Mafia is
banned.
going to sue me for saying that they traffic? They're a criminal organization. Andrew Tate's working with a criminal organization. He says he moved there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
In order-
I've heard
I
only
know
good-
we have
in
a lot of
order-
Romanian
and
Mafia
they have
fans in the
warlords.
chat.
I've heard only good things about the
shit on
Romanian
Twitter,
Mafia.
so I don't know.
I'm
But
not
he,
gonna have
he
their
himself
good
said
name
that
dragged.
he moved
All
there
of that.
to join in on that whole thing. That's why what he likes about Romania is that it's poor and that it has a lot of organized crime. And then he says he has lunch with them, words out of his own mouth, right? So, and he needs girls for camming. It's like very simple math plus everything else included.
Seems
Plus
like
that
a
article with the
perfect fit.
16-year-old girl trying to get 16-year-old girls out. It's
Oof.
and then on his website that's now archived, he also says that the things he'll do to try to get girls to webcam for him, it's like it gives very coercive vibes. It's very trafficky.
This is from Crab Crawler 1. Ex-girlfriend says Tristan Tate abuses alcohol and becomes violent. Also, he puts the girls in a house separate from him, tells them they're with him, and puts them in a house to work on. I had a house in American Village where I lived alone. What is this?
Yeah, they're in the same business. They work
In the
together.
In the beginning, it was about the relationship. It wasn't about work. At first, he's cute. I think that's how all girls are. After that, his true face is seen. He has quite a violent behavior. He wasn't necessarily violent with me, but with the people around him. He abuses alcohol and becomes violent. He didn't hit me or anything. I don't know any of the cases where Tristan has hit on the girls who work for him. I only know of his brother that he hit a girl pretty bad. He filmed her and then made her say it was witchcraft, but he beat her pretty bad. Again, this is like, I mean, it doesn't look good, but it's hard to like verify this stuff.
It is. I don't know. Like, I don't
There's a
know
lot
who
of
the other
it,
people
too.
are, except the girl that had a boyfriend. And like, you had a boyfriend, went over there, didn't like it because you weren't his main bitch or whatever. And then you said like he was keeping you there and stuff. So your boyfriend wouldn't break up with you. Like, that couldn't be true, but it also could be. I don't know if he's lying or she's lying, because I know many women who fucking lie. So I don't believe all women, and I don't know if it's true or not, because I don't
believe all
know.
women
They
either,
don't.
but
There's like all the shit at, or like, I don't know. She said, he said. So I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I have to say,
like
I'm
girls
inclined
lie. I don't
to-
know. They lie.
They do. I agree that the girls
I don't
lying,
know.
you
She
shouldn't
had a
believe all
boyfriend
women.
and shit. I don't know. That is suspect. So if there's other girls that started saying stuff, I don't know. I only heard that girl that was saying, you know, she left her boyfriend and then didn't like it anymore. So I don't know, man. Did she want to tell her boyfriend? That sounds like that could be true too. So I don't know.
I wouldn't expect the guy who pimps out girls and tries to get 16-year-old girls to treat women well. Yeah, according to the article, as I'm saying, according to the article. But with the Romanian thing, that's not allegedly. Here's the statistic for that. And then also,
like, he's a douchebag, but
he works with them.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's my thought on it, is like, I already know I don't like the guy, but whether or not he's guilty or not, I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
either.
Don't know.
I've
either
heard
way.
good
Oh,
things
like,
about the
he
Romanian
should-
Mafia. I have nothing against them.
I mean, if he's in the
That's a good
mafia,
thing.
like, do they have shit against him, like on video, like tape, audio, doing something? Like, I don't know, like, what did he do with the mafia? Like, is he lying? Because he is performative. So I really
he could.
don't
It could
know.
be that he's lying, but he also says he runs a cam girl service, so it would be
Like,
like
this
so
nerd
weird.
could've got all
Is
that
that
money
this
from
is
his
called the
cosplaying
Greta
dad. I don't know.
evaluation? How strange that
Isn't
this
that
is called
funny?
the Greta evaluation, and who has he been beefing with on Twitter?
Whoa.
Romania has the highest rate of human traffic victims per million inhabitants in the EU at 74 per million.
And like, speaking
Yeah,
of
and the
putting on an
Romanesque are
act,
the top
Greta
5.
as well. Like, let's not even play. Like, Greta is the epitome of a puppet that was set up to act.
Yeah.
But I know when I cammed on my free cams, and I don't know if it was Chatterbait too, but they actually banned Romania. They didn't want any
Wow.
Romanian studios on there, like, because
Interesting.
it was like
Wow.
an issue. So you couldn't even stream on there if you were in Romania. That was the only country that they
That's really
took
interesting.
off.
Marcus Henry, I understand his appeal and why he is so popular. I think the issue is that people think if you like him, then you support everything he says, which isn't even remotely true. I don't agree with everything you guys say either. True.
Kick him.
No.
Kick him.
Wait a minute. You don't agree with everything we say? Out. Get out of here.
You don't like the Batman? Blocked.
I think that's the thing. Like, you can still be entertained by something that you don't agree with at all. You know, like, you can sit there and be like, "Oh my god, this guy's an idiot," but I can't stop watching. This is so entertaining.
Been
Like,
there.
right.
Douchebag.
So that's totally true.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's no difference. I made a video because there's no difference between Cardi B, what she teaches girls, and what he teaches dudes. They're materialistic. They fuck people. Like, it's stupid. It's the same.
their
They're the
money.
same exact people.
Your entertainment is not who you are. Like, I hate murder, but I love snuff films.
No, I get what you guys mean. Separating the
Cecil, is that
artist
why
from
you
the art
always
is
wear a mask?
important. If you don't separate
Yeah.
the artist from the art, you'll end up not being able to like anything. But as
Right.
far as like an advice guru, he doesn't really have any credentials for anything at all. He kind of just talks out of his ass, never really cites any statistics for anything. And yet people look up to him as if he were like Jordan Peterson or something, versus Jordan Peterson actually has credentials.
Is like a respectable, like Andrew Tate, he's like a caricature of like what men think they should be. Like, I don't know.
Which is a fancy steal.
It's like a
Men
man
don't-
Barbie.
Well, and
I don't
he's
know.
right.
It's weird.
People who actually take him serious and actually try to follow his program and stuff like that, unfortunately, are just being manipulated so bad. And to me, it's very predatory, like preying on men who just lacked good male examples in their life, and they so desperately want that. And it's just sad that this is the way that they're getting it.
And they think paying $6,000 is going to get them that. They think it's going to get them the vapid lifestyle that he has.
Got to spend
And
money
they
to make
also
money.
don't what they also don't realize is that the lifestyle that Andrew Tate promotes and acts like it's super healthy, this obsession with wealth, this super promiscuity,
Look at all my cars,
all this stuff, that doesn't make people happy.
It
and
doesn't.
It
It's
will make
loveless.
people more miserable in a lot of cases. So it's just like he's selling this dream that's not even a dream.
It's like the girls on TikTok who sell the sugar daddy thing.
Yep,
I'm like, I know girls that do that, and they're
Yeah.
not happy.
They cannot be
fucking
happy.
hate their life and themselves.
Exactly.
So it doesn't make you happy.
I don't even know if this is a real. Who even knows if this is fake at this point? But this is a response from Andrew Tate. This guy's asking for money, I guess, for his kid.
Oh,
and then he says, "Do you feel like a failure that the amount you need to help your own son is less than a quarter than I spend on one of my 5 cards?"
Like,
I will
is that
help
real?
you if
or
you
did
ask.
someone make it, or is that like an actual thing that's up on his shit still?
It's nothing to me. Your comic books have failed, but I am a success. Ask nicely, and I'll save your son. This is from October 2017.
Who is he talking
Is
to?
that real?
Yeah, I
It
remember when this happened.
Who is he
John
talking to?
Rosenberg.
my.
He was talking
He's
to
like-
verified at the time of
Douchebag.
2017. So this is legit verified. John Rosenberg. Read it for yourself or have a literate friend help you. Okay, this is Alex SDR Surgery Fund. So maybe this is his son that he's trying to raise money for, and this is Andrew Tate flexing on him. Yeah.
Well, I will tell you that is not what an alpha male would say.
Exactly.
No,
How
It's
does this
not.
alpha male
no
behavior?
chance.
I mean, yeah, that just makes
This
you
is
sound like an
petty
asshole.
feminine energy.
Yep.
It just is.
I just
Not
got
a
read the
real
update
dude,
on that.
a
He
real
took
man would
Andrew's
never say
course
that.
and he
I
just
think
bought
that's
his
so
first
fucking
Bugatti.
Weird.
You wouldn't feel the need to scam people
It's
if you
fucking
were
weird.
alpha. None of it is alpha. But I have to say, like him, according to the article, the initial one I linked about the 16-year-old, like talking to young girls, trying to get them to whore them out. The first time he was investigated, the mom was saying how her 20-year-old daughter was a good girl, and she like was naive and she's kind of implying she got trafficked. Because trafficking means to like move from point A to point B. It's not always transportation though. The person doesn't have to move necessarily, but if it's coercive, if you're manipulating someone into it, or if they're underage, it's considered trafficking. And I think regardless of if he's right or once or twice a day, a broken clock is right twice a day. I think that's almost
It's always
irrelevant
5
when
o'clock
you look at
somewhere.
this other stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing is,
but, like,
no
if
one would take him
somebody's-
serious if he didn't ever speak facts, and so he's got to
Mhm.
sprinkle those in. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's why I don't find it as like appealing or relevant. It's like if you have a guy saying he works with the Romanian Mafia, who's responsible for most trafficking, is having all these articles about him trying to get women to pimp out, including a 16-year-old girl, according to the article. Like,
That's
I don't
bad.
care if he says 3 things a day that are right. It's morally bad behavior, and we should be calling it out, not just because, oh, he's against the narrative, so I have to say like, oh,
Right.
he's
Mm.
good. Like that's
Yeah,
not enough.
that's
Just
right.
dumb.
grifting is not
Yeah,
enough.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.